Welcome back.
Welcome back
we
indeed.
are live from Fashion Week and we have another surprise guest in the studio. We have Leni Renton, everyone.
Hello. Founder of Leni's Model Management.
Yeah, Leni's Model Management.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good.
Yes, very well.
Hilariously, Leni used to look after the both of us
I know,
for
isn't that
modelling
crazy?
purposes.
It's a small incestuous
Yeah,
fashion
and
world.
we had nothing to do with this booking.
No, this is very nice to walk in and see both of you guys.
How are you doing?
Really good, thank you. Really
So,
good.
Leni, you now have your own model agency.
Yeah, I've been going as my own Leni's. We've been going for 7 months. We launched in July of last year. And so far, so good. It's going really well.
We hear that you are the anti-size zero model agency.
Yeah, well, we're trying to be the ethical model agent. So basically, we focus primarily on the girls being healthy. We want them to have career longevity. That means we kind of focus on sorting stuff out for them. So we give them nutritional advice, we put them with fitness trainers, we give them financial advice. It's almost a bit like at the start, it's like an academy, maybe like footballers would have. Give them really good training, which you guys probably know that not all model agencies do. So we want to focus on all the good stuff, you know, so that when they actually start earning money, they know what to do with it, how to plan and everything. But also the key thing for us is health. You know, we've seen last week what happened with Alexander McQueen. I think we've really got to focus now on healthy body, healthy mind. That's really important and what we want the agency to be about.
So it's kind of like a full service management.
Exactly. Well. We tend to specialise in what is known in the industry as commercial and advertising. So we have the girl who does the Marks and Spencer's lingerie. You know, she's got a fantastic body. She's a size 8, you know, and she looks very curvaceous in the pictures, but she's a size 8. She's well toned. She does lots of fitness. She really takes care of herself. But then we did have girls doing the Caroline Charles show this time. So we are starting to step into that, as you know, and I think the more designers that see that actually this is aspirational beauty, because I think most people, I was just reading in the press earlier today, Beyonce has come up as the body that women want. Yeah. And she looks great, doesn't she? You see her in the Single Ladies and she's dancing around in that leotard and I think that's hot, you know.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Hot.
Yeah.
So we have a quote from you actually. This is about your agency.
Yes.
At this agency, we focus on health, physical and emotional. We are not a plus size agency, but we deal with girls who are sizes 8 to 12. They are the type of girls you see in the street and think, I would like a body like hers.
Yes.
Which is exactly, I think, the way that things should be moving.
Yeah.
Because I don't see most of the girls on the catwalk and think, I want your body. I think I want to be that height.
Yeah. I think that's probably true. I think, you know, we are moving past when you're 14 and you see in the fashion pages of Grazia or you know anywhere you see these skinny girls, you're a fashion victim. You don't understand your own body. You don't understand what to wear to suit yourself. As you get a little bit older, you think actually that doesn't work for me. I've got to start looking, you know, dressing that suits me or whatever. And actually that also changes what you aspire to. And I kind of feel sometimes with fashion it's a bit stuck in that teenage body and teenage aspiration, because I want to look like a woman, and I think from what you're saying you do too. So I'm sure all of us would like an extra 2 inches on our height. But ultimately the 2 inches on our hips, it really doesn't matter so much.
Because when I was 14 I really wasn't aware of kind of this body image issue that now 14-year-olds are so bombarded by. Yeah. Maybe the internet has helped spread that information
and
around.
I think
but
even 8-year-olds, I've got an 8-year-old niece who's aware of her body, and that's, you know, there's not that childhood that I think, like you say, the internet has definitely helped that. They are constantly confronted by images of, and you know, the debate, you know, this kind of comes up every year, the size 0 issue. I think that they just are aware of things, you know, and it's like there's naughty food, you know, you can't eat too much chocolate or too much chips. I suppose even things like, I actually thought what Jamie Oliver did was great with the school dinners, but
that was
they're
amazing. Constantly
aware of food in that way, you know, and it's not necessarily about moderation anymore, and that's almost, I think, what we need to go back to. You know, it's just got to be about health. We've got the Olympics coming up. We're going to start seeing people who, it's got to be about health and fitness. I really think that moving forward. So Zazou is absolutely gorgeous. She's just shot with Rankin for Pantene. She's got amazing hair. I mean, she's just brilliant. She's 17. She's the sweetest girl. In fact, talking about what we were saying about the agency, her dad was on the phone to us before she came. It was London was the first place she travelled to, and he, you know, we had long conversations with him. He was nervous about her coming, and obviously the apartment is actually attached to the office, so we can see them and keep an eye on them. It's all a bit Tyra Banks in the apartment. But it's great because we can see what goes on. We can see who's eating properly because the kitchen's right there. And actually, it just keeps it all so much healthier. And their parents know they're well looked after. Which,
yeah, it's nice. It's like a family
yeah,
environment.
exactly. Oh, that's Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of ours as well. She's a really nice German girl. She's been modelling for a year.
How old is she?
She's 20. So she's, you know, pretty new. And in lots of agencies that would be pretty late to start, but she's rocking. She's come to London and just done fantastically.
Well, thank you so much for coming in.
you.
It was so good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Blast
Great.
from the past.
We'll have to get a drink all together.
Definitely. Thank you very much for having me.
It's been amazing to have you here and to hear about your new agency.
Thank
it sounds
you.
phenomenal and the way that agencies should be going.
Thank you
so
very
props
much.
to you, Lenny.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've been wonderful.